Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be showing you how I make this nice creamy jerk chicken mac and cheese. So if you're interested in this recipe, continue watching. So let's go over the list of ingredients. I will only tell you guys what I'm using, but I will list the correct measurements down in the description box for you guys. So make sure you check that description box. You will need some nutmeg. I will be using 8 ounces of this sharp cheddar cheese. I know this is 1 pound. And you'll be needing some butter. I have some Gouda cheese that I'll be using as well, just a little leftover. But you could use Gouda cheese and Gruyere cheese mixed with the cheddar cheese. I have habanero pepper. I have chopped garlic. I have 3 cups of milk. And I have some penne pasta. I have some chopped onion, some all-purpose flour. And I also have some ketchup. And I have cooking spray, salt and pepper to taste. And of course, you're going to need some water to cook your pasta. Cook it according to the package instructions. And I have the jerk chicken here that I already went ahead and seasoned. I used that jerk marinade that I made the other day, that jerk seasoning. So make sure you check out that video. Check the card that just came up to take you to that video. But all I did was clean my chicken. And if you don't know how to clean your chicken, also check the card that just came up. I have a video showing you how I clean chicken. But and I just marinated for 24 hours. And now it's nice and smells so good. And of course, you are going to be needing a baking pan. So don't forget to check the description box, as I said, for the list of ingredients and the measurements. Let's get cooking, guys. First thing you are going to want to do is preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And grab your chicken, of course, with your baking pan or baking dish, or however you guys call it. And I did leave the skin in my chicken. That's what's going to protect it from being dried. Okay, so you are going to just arrange them nicely. Just like that. Make sure the skin covers the meat. I love jerk chicken so much, guys, and I feel like jerk chicken and mac and cheese are a match made in heaven, or jerk chicken and rice and peas, but why not combine those two together? And I'm making enough chicken so we can have chicken on the side of the mac and cheese as well. Okay. So just like that, just arrange them. And right now it's starting to be cold in North Dakota, so indoor baking is what we are doing. And I'm going to take that little gravy and just put right on top of it. Just like that. And if you want, you can put some browning on top as well too, if you want it to be a little darker, okay? We are going to stick this in the oven for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to flip them over and leave them for another 20 minutes, but I'll come back and show you guys all that step. So in goes the chicken for 20 minutes. Now it's time to flip our chicken. I let it cook for about 25 minutes. And now you are just going to go ahead and flip it. And I did end up using some browning. This is the browning I use. I just like my jerk chicken to have that dark color, but that is totally optional. You guys don't have to if you don't want to. Regardless, it's going to taste bomb. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe, especially over the Thanksgiving, all these wonderful holidays that are coming up. So just flip, and we are going to throw it right back in for another 20 minutes before we do anything else to the chicken. Of course, you know, when you're seasoning it, you want to make sure that jerk seasoning have some good flavor. You want to put some salt on your chicken, or some seasoning salt, of course, before you start baking it, because you want your chicken to be seasoned before you throw it in the oven, okay? So I'm going to put it back in the oven for another 20 minutes. Chicken is all done. Now you are going to want to take your ketchup, take about 1 to 2 tablespoons of water, and mix it in with the ketchup. This is going to make that gravy nice and thick for us. But at this point, if you're just going to use your chicken to make your mac and cheese, you can go ahead and remove a couple pieces of chicken. I'm using like 3 pieces of the thighs to put into that mac and cheese. Okay, so now you want to just mix it. And one thing, guys, I did not cover this chicken, so I put it in the oven uncovered. And you're just going to mix this, and you can throw it back in the oven, set it to broil until you get your the color that you are desired in your chicken, but make sure you don't burn the chicken. Okay, so I'm going to move everything aside. Now we can start in that jerk chicken mac and cheese. I just wanted to show you guys all the details about the chicken so you know exact step to take when you make your jerk chicken mac and cheese. While your pasta is cooking, you are going to grab another pan and put that butter in that pan, and we are going to go in with our onions. We are going to make a roux for the mac and cheese. That's going to be the base for our mac and cheese. And we are going to saute this for 2 to 5 minutes. And I did went ahead and shredded my chicken. Of course, I removed the bones and I shredded, and I put just a little bit of that gravy, nothing much, because I don't want that mac and cheese to change color. Saute just for a few minutes before we add the flour. Now you're going to go ahead and take that flour and whisk it in. We want the flour to cook, but of course we don't want to burn it. I like to add a little bit at a time. Make sure you're just using your whisk. And I'll add the rest. I like adding the half a cup because it get it nice and thick. And let that cook for a good 2 to 4 minutes. Again, do not let the flour burn. This is looking good. You want to add that milk nice and slow. If you want, you can definitely warm up the milk. But you want to add it nice and slow and really whisk it so it can be smooth. You don't want any lumps. It's going to take a lot of whisking action. Now I'll add the rest of the milk. And keep on whisking until there's absolutely no lumps. Okay, so I allowed my sauce to get thickened a little bit, to thicken up a little bit. Now you want to add some of the cheese. Remember to leave some of that cheese behind so we can put on top when we are going to bake the mac and cheese. And whisk that cheese in to make that beautiful sauce. It's looking so nice already. And now to that sauce, you want to go ahead and add that jerk chicken. I tell you guys, oh my goodness. And you don't have to, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. You don't have to add any seasoning to this because I did add a lot of seasoning to my chicken. All you need is some ground black pepper and of course a little bit of salt. Remember the cheese does have salt, okay? And you are going to grate that nutmeg in. I love nutmeg in my mac and cheese. All right, good enough. And mix that in. Now we just have to wait for our penne pasta. So go ahead and turn your stove on low. And you are going to want to taste, of course. Oh, this looks so good already. Oh my God, I could eat this by itself. But we are not going to do that, okay? One more taste. And now I'll just turn the heat on low, or even remove it as we wait for our penne pasta to be done. Now we are going to take that pasta and drop it right into that delicious sauce. I already know this video is going to be a little long, but honey, I am giving you meals, okay? This is a full course meal. Oh my goodness, look at this, y'all. Full course meal, you can't go wrong with this. So just appreciate. So now mix everything together. This looks so good as it is. Oh my God. And now you are going to grab a baking pan and go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees and spray that pan. We are going to throw that mac and cheese. At this point, I feel like calling it mac and cheese is a disrespect. This is a gourmet mac and cheese. Okay? And put everything into that pan. You guys, make sure you follow me on Instagram, okay? Follow me on Snap. Send me questions if you have. Find me on Facebook. And now we are going to take that cheese and just spread on top. I do have another recipe of this. It's a seafood baked mac and cheese. So make sure you check that one out if you are a seafood lover. Now I'm going to throw this under the oven uncovered for 30 minutes. All right, guys, I went ahead and hit it with a little bit of fresh parsley. And as you can see, I already digged in. It is looking nice and creamy. I'll give you guys a closer look. Nice and creamy, and it smells so crazy in here. But this will do it for this video. This is way too hot for me to try on camera, but I will leave some great pictures at the end for you guys. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you tried it, like this video, and again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell because it's the holiday season and you guys know I have a lot of wonderful stuff coming for you guys. Continue to stay safe. I will see you in my next video. I love you for watching. Bye-bye.